thing did get brought up, and I didn't hear this on the broadcast, but Gannon got asked about it during the game or during the press conference yesterday. Apparently, Mark Schlereth, and shout out to friend of the show, Zach Berman of The Athletic, who asked Gannon about this. Schlereth, during the game, made some allusion, some reference to Jonathan Gannon's play sheet not exactly being expansive, not being vast, having a smaller, shorter, tighter play sheet than other defensive coordinators around the NFL. Let me let you behind the curtain. And again, I worked for a number of years for Sunday Night Football, 11 seasons, and this happens sometimes, and teams hate this. And I'm going to play this cut for you, and I think you're going to see Jonathan Gannon kind of go, damn you, Schlereth. Ah! Told you guys I'm purging. I'm binging Seinfeld. I'm binging Seinfeld right now. So everything in my head is Seinfeld's like, Newman, Schlereth. You can't give the goods, man. If you go, here's how it works. They reference it a lot during every broadcast, whether it's primetime or not. How the broadcast crew will have a conversation with the coach, an interview with the coaches about what their game plan is and all that stuff. And a lot of times coaches will give it up. Coaches will say, yeah, this is what we're planning to do. We'd like this here, so watch for that. But it's under the agreement that none of it comes out. No, you won't bring this up on the, not to say this isn't for air, but this is what so this way, the director and the producer know what to plan for throughout the game. They know what graphics to have ready to support whatever, to support those storylines going into the game. And I would get, as a crew member, I would get a 2-page little packet, if you will, 2 pages. And it would just have like, hey, just watch for this, watch for that. And it was simple like that. It was mostly for the cameramen, so they knew what to follow. Now, that is under strict lock and key. And I've even heard stories about like Bill Belichick going around after that meeting takes place where you get that little 2-page thing, collecting them just to make sure. And there's nothing on that would go, hey, here's the play they're going to run in this situation. It's not that revealing. It's just meant to give a little bit of information to the broadcast crew. And this comes out many times and people have spoken about this publicly. So it's not even breaking news. But I've heard Chris Collinsworth flat out say during Sunday night broadcast, well, I know the Giants are going to like this, but when he says Omaha, that means that the next cadence is the real cadence, or the hut. That's how that starts out. And I actually remember that with Eli Manning before I remember it with Peyton Manning, for the record. And I know I'm going to get a call on this, but this means that. Like, you can't do that. So when Gannon starts answering this question, the look on his face told me that Schlereth wasn't supposed to open his mouth. And I like Mark Schlereth a lot. I didn't think this particular broadcast this past Sunday was all that great, but I like Mark Schlereth a lot. Jonathan Gannon answered the question about whether or not his play sheet is expansive like other defensive coordinators around the NFL. Tell me in the comments if you see the little from Jonathan Gannon on what Mark Schlereth was revealing to the audience.
On the broadcast, they made a reference to you not having a crowded play card or play sheet. Is that is that the case relative to other coaches? And B, what's the philosophy behind that?
Who said that?
I believe the broadcaster.
Schlereth?
Yeah. Is that accurate? I don't want to. You can get that away.
That is accurate. Well, again, and I hear a lot of people talk about identity and this and that, and Jalen, I think, said it best. It's not what you call, it's not the plays, it's how you play, and we've said that from when we've got here. Our identity of running to the ball, out hitting people, taking the ball away, being smart, and that is always that's always a thing that you're working on to improve. In practice weekly and in games, and you guys heard me talk about, you want to be doing this as the season goes on. You don't want these big dips, you play great and then you play bad. You play great, you want to keep ascending and playing sound, winning football.
That's all we want you to do, sound, winning football. That sounds good. But you see the expression on his face in the early goings, that little cut? Schlereth, you bastard! That's what I think. That's what I think that little look was that he had. Now, that's just a little soundbite and a little facial expression there from Jonathan Gannon.